Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellum.
All right, you're up. Oh, yeah.
The Kings trailed by 9. Collison, the pass to Cousins. Cousins with a screen on Kid Gilchrist. The kick out to Collison. Pass to Cousins. High post shot. Misses off the right eye.
Last season, the Kings inking DeMarcus Cousins.
Big Daddy's checked in for Carl Landry. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Cousins. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Jefferson. The dive for the ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Stevenson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And Collison with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam. Out of this world. Aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe sparks a little bit of a comeback here.
Outside, Walker. Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. And foul call as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, in the past with Cousins, I think he had tended to fall in love with the perimeter jump shot. And he's got a good one. He can make it. But, you know, when you look at his size and strength, it's hard not to think that he should be taking advantage of that closer to the rim and putting more pressure on defenses as a result. I think last season he did commit to attacking inside the paint, and we saw the results. They were pretty good.
And, Steve, it's pretty clear that DeMarcus Cousins has solidified his place as the Kings franchise centerpiece.
Yeah, the future's bright. I mean, last season he was a contender for the most improved player in the All-Star game. If he can continue to produce and help the Kings become a winner, then the accolades will follow.
Gay passes to McCallum. It's Gay with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Rudy Gay is listed at 6'8". He has a 7'3" wingspan, tremendous athleticism. Really helps him defensively, both on the perimeter and inside, where he can contribute on the glass and blocking shots.
Gary Neal's checked in for Lance Stevenson. As you talk about Rudy Gay's size and athleticism, Steve, he can play small ball 4 in a pinch.
Yeah, and it also enables him to get that jump shot off of pretty much anybody. So if he's spaced and he's playing at a 4, he can get that jumper off. Now he's got the ability to drive past you because the floor is opened up. So very interesting when he's placed at that 4 position.
McCallum dishes to Thompson. Kicks to Sessions. Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Henderson kicks to Neal. Jacks up a 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher mentally mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
Downing for Charlotte. They won that game against the Washington Wizards.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was a lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Here's Big Daddy, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Well, now that we can see the replay, it looks like he did get the shot off in time. It looked that way to me originally, and that's the call we should see here.
You're right. I think he got it off. But anytime it's as close a call as that was, in a big situation like this, it's always smart to take a closer look.
Call is in. It's ruled a basket. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
And Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made a great decision putting the rule in. The main thing is you want to get it right. And they definitely got this one right looking at the replay.
Tune in Friday, March 13th. Rudy Gay and the Sacramento Kings go up against Michael Carter-Williams and the Philadelphia 76ers.
Rebounding department, this club dominating the paint area. If this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
Sacramento with the ball. Trailing by 2. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. I'm sure they're anxious to get back home, as that will be game 6 of this 7-game road trip. On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Sessions out there with Collison. And it's Big Daddy in at the 3, the small forward.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, as you know, great post scoring is a bit of a lost art in the NBA, but Al Jefferson is a throwback player. He said, you know what gets me going? When I spin to the baseline real quick, get you off your feet, go under you, and throw it up fast. That's better than any windmill or 360 dunk I could ever do. Kevin?
Oh, well, loves to operate down low. Thank you, Doris.
Oh, and I love Jefferson's great footwork on the low box. I mean, he's always keeping defenders off balance.
Here's Roberts. He's covered by Collison. And here's Neal outside. And he gets it to go. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Gary Neal is 6'4" shooter. Played 3 seasons with the Spurs. And before that, a long time in Europe. Deep range on his shot. He's able to hit from the standstill or on the move.
And some changes in for the Hornets. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Henderson. And Stevenson comes in for Gary Neal. And Walker subbed in for Brian Roberts. Stauskas is checked in for Sacramento. Landry against Williams. Landry passes to Collison. Back to Landry. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. And another shot. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Cousins.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. Hustle play on the putback by him.
And Neal, the combo guard size, but he's more of a shooter than a playmaker.
Yeah, you know, he does better defending shooting guards than most matchups as well, Kevin, but the offensive end, I think, is where he makes his mark, and that's what you focus on with Gary. He's going to give you scoring.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Kid Gilchrist, a screen on Cousins. And Zeller kicks to Stevenson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very massive defense.
But the finish was anything but pass out. He hammered that down for superb above the rim action.
Here's Cousins. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Cousins has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Walker goes in, and there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast. I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Jefferson's checked in for Cody Zeller. And a change for Sacramento. Evans, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Outside for Jefferson. Charlotte moving it around. 6 to shoot. Lance Stevenson, the all-time leading scorer in the history of high school basketball in New York State. And that's something when you consider like the great players who came before.
Yeah, to be at the top of that list says a lot about his high school career. He actually led Lincoln High School to an unprecedented 4 straight city basketball championships. There's a reason his nickname is Born Ready.
Here's Stauskas. Right now averaging 11 points a game. The Kings need to get off the shot here. The shot's good from Big Daddy.
And reporters said they saw a bit of a confrontation involving him after last game. Not between him and the other team, but actually between him and the teammate.
Well, the talk was about how the ball was moving, or rather how it wasn't. Whenever teammates start disagreeing or bickering with each other over touches, you know something is wrong.
The Kings trailed by 4. Outside Collison. And there's the pass to Big Daddy. Back to Collison. This is it to Stauskas. Oh, good on the triple. Charlotte leading by 4. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Stevenson. Kick out to Walker. Back to Stevenson. Outside, Walker. Right side to Walker. No good. So the Kings will take it the other way. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
These two teams are effectively strangers to each other. Only 2 meetings all season. This is their first one, and then they'll play one more down the road.
Outside Collison. Pass to Stauskas. No one near him. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was foul.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
The Kings trailed by 4. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Big Daddy. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And it's 9 points for Big Daddy. So Clark, as Steve was saying, they don't see each other that much. What does that mean as you analyze it to the approach that a team takes coming into a game like this?
Well, you know what? It probably means they don't have specific game plans tailored in a detailed manner for each other, so you have to go back to your general principle a little more when you play an opponent you're not as familiar with, and you also then would have to make more adjustments on the fly, I would think.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Gary Neal comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. Fades. That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Neal.
Beautiful dish down low.
The Kings trailed by 4. And here's Sessions, averaging 9 points per contest. Pass to Big Daddy.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Well, of course, we'd all like to see that free throw percentage improve. I mean, he does not have the touch in the 60s.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Free throw good from Big Daddy. Big Daddy. 19 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Roberts. He picked up 12 points in their last one against Washington. And Neal kicks to Jefferson. Puts up the baby hook. Again, the Hornets score.
He was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Here's Sessions. Cannot hit. Second quarter ends in a tight one. It's Charlotte leading by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. Nice work coming off the bench, guys. Great energy, great offense. We really got to show our depth in the first half. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. And what I want to see more than anything is everyone working together to get open looks. Let's use picks. Let's keep the ball moving around. And when we get someone free, let's get it to them. This game shouldn't be as close as it is. We're the better team. You know it, I know it, and they know it. Now let's get out there and prove it.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half, getting on the teams battling hard through the first half. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for the Hornets. Reggie Evans, he's checked in for Sacramento. Sessions comes in for Stauskas. It's not very often you can say this about the future as looking pretty bright and Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. Henderson out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Jefferson in at the 5 down low. So that's the Hornets 5. Big Daddy's checked in for Sacramento. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they put up this month. The Kings in third.
Yeah, Kevin, it's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, game after game.
For Charlotte, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third.
And for Charlotte, as you said, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also they should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years have been.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hip.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
And the Hornets making a change here. Neal's checked in. And then for Sacramento, Thompson, he's checked in for Cousins. And it's McCallum in for Darren Collison. That's good from Kemba Walker.
You know, having the direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seem to change their minds every year about who they were going to be. And they did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though the base is solid. They've got an idea of how they want to build and who they want to build around. And they've got a group that can grow together.
Roberts is checked in for Walker. Gay pass to Big Daddy. Here's McCallum. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Stolen by Henderson. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Neal dishes to Roberts. He kicks it to Neal. That's good. Neal's got 5 men. The Kings trailed by 4. 1:19 left to play here in the third. The pass to Big Daddy. Here's McCallum, averaging 6 points per contest. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from 14. A rebound by Jefferson. Jefferson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
The Kings have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Sessions passes to Big Daddy. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Jefferson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Screen by Jefferson. And Roberts kicks to Jefferson. Terrific design on the big play. He lays it in. Now it's a 6-point Hornets lead. Sacramento's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Sessions dishes to Thompson. Thompson, a screen on Henderson. Gay passes to Big Daddy. Now the feed to McCallum. To the paint. And Sessions kicks to Thompson. The baseline J off the mark. We've watched 3 so far in this one. Hornets lead by 6. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Quickly have a look at the State Farm assist of the game, which came from an unlikely source here.
Yeah, it's the big fella here doing his best impression of a point guard. Serving up a brilliant feed here. That's gorgeous.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. On the floor for Sacramento. Landry and Cousins control the paint. Stauskas is the 2 with Dave playing small forward. And it's Collison at the point. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Captain, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Cousins. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
+5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Charlotte making some changes. Al Jefferson's checked in for Gary Neal. And Marvin Williams subbed in for Gerald Henderson. Big Daddy's checked in. There's Doris.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
It's stolen by Jefferson. Goes up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
Collison, the pass to Big Daddy. The kick out to Collison. Passes to Big Daddy. Plenty of space. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 3 assists in the game. Hornets leading by 14. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson. The kick out to Walker. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Right side to Walker. 6 to shoot. And it's Gay with the rebound.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Stauskas, the pass to Collison. to Big Daddy. Knocked loose. Gay drives in. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game.
Kevin, thank you. I'm here with Al Jefferson. And Al, obviously this team got clicking all night. How does it feel to be playing like this?
It felt good, man. I think we still could have did a better job on the defensive end. I kind of let them go back and forth with us in the first half. But I guess when the time gets us off, we did.
Al, thank you. Kevin, always looking for more. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.
Nice job out there tonight.
Thanks, man. I had a nice little matchup. I was able to make some things happen.
Too bad it was in a losing effort. Hate to waste a solid game.
Ain't nothing wasted out there, man. Yeah, I'm playing for the team, sure, but I got a future to think about. And if I fill it up, I get paid. Plain and simple, all right? Yeah, I feel bad that the team lost, of course, but I do feel good that I played well and I showed my stuff. You hear me?
Only thing I hear is a delusional young dude with ego problems. Later, man.
Enough already.
So, here we are again. You've kept your part of the bargain.
What bargain is that?
I told you if you kept playing like you were, you'd be in the starting lineup. You have, and you are.
In the starting lineup?
Yep.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about, coach. Man, don't even worry, I got you. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna play harder, work harder, and do whatever it is to make this team better.
Good. You can start right now. Now beat it.